Hi there, my name is Patmos and welcome to a new video with Foundation. Let's get our people working and let's see what we can do. Well, we see our houses, church still there, which is good. So I think we need to focus on new productions. Let's see, what can we do? Well, let's check we have enough extraction zones, so that's not a problem. We can actually delete this part because we won't be needing that and we will be using that for housing in the future. So let's do it like that. And well, we have 18 people. How many jobs do we have available? Oh, a few. So we should probably at the end of the month be able to promote a few people, and that will give us access to a whole new array of buildings. So we can fulfill all the needs of our citizens. As you can see, we have fulfilled all their needs right now. A new villager stopping by, that's nice. So we need to expand that. Now what we also need to do, and that's when you see with residential, these red zones, we have to get rid of them. So in the future we will be moving all these industries all the way there. So I think I'm going to start with the stonecutters camp. Just gonna put it there. And we will be putting another warehouse, because that warehouse has to go at some point also. Oh, wrong button. So we're going to be building a new warehouse right there. And then when we move the lumbers and the sawmill and the lumber camp, we can all put it in that warehouse up there. And I think to ensure a good food production, we also need a new gathering hut. So let's also do that. Now we do have plenty of money, but if we spend it all on a new territory, which we could, costs only 500, but then we might not have enough to do any promotions later on. So we're not going to do that. Ah, our new villager arrived, so we should assign him a job. Now, let's be careful, because we just have one gathering hut, so we don't need too many transporters in our granary. We do, however, need stone and we do need planks. So we could just tell him, well, just get to the stone camp and make sure we have plenty of stones for all the buildings we will be erecting. So that's probably a good one. You have to be aware that you can have 4 people in your granary, but there's just one, well, there's only this tiny bit to walk right now. So it's not really helpful to put them all to work there. Ooh, we can get, well, we should check our splendor. See if we have more points and more splendor. Oh, we need 10 serfs, that's it. Do we have 10 serfs? No. After we have 10 serfs, we can unlock these, but we have only 4 points right now, and each one is 3 points. So we need like 9 points already. So I'm gonna do the one with the king, and as soon as we have the planks, I will send them over and we get extra points so we can unlock extra buildings once we have all the serfs we need. The stonecutters camp is done, so what we can do now is well, we have already said that they can extract it, so I'm just going to click this building and that building, and I'm just going to click these all away. Now we have 5 people vacant, and now they all have another job. We can click this one away. And now we'll wait until they're all gone. I'll pause it so they won't do any new production. Then I'll await the transporter to clear it for stones, and then we can just destroy it. And that will help us make this a more desirable area. Of course, we have to remove all of those as well. We will do that in the future. Well, this is all already very helpful. Now these are probably on their free time. So they're just wandering around, and I have found out that if you delete it straight away, sometimes people just vanish. And that's not what we want, so I always wait until I see that everyone is gone. I think that's just a little bug in the game. But yeah, I found out that if you delete them, then at some point the people will still be in your village, But once you click them, they'll be somewhere high up in the sky not doing anything. And they will get unhappy, etc. And I don't want that. So this is, I think, the best way to solve that. 2 people passing by, 2 people joining. That's nice. Our gathering hut is done, so we can make sure that we have enough berries in the future. Of course, we need the people to actually go there and gather them. But we will be receiving people every now and then, so that's not a problem. All we need now is to go to week 4, day 7, so we can do promotions. So I'm going to speed it up, speed 3. And, well, as you can see, we have a great hall and a treasury, and we need the great hall to make promotions. So let's hope we can reach that rather quickly. Ah, the warehouse is also done. That's nice. Now we have wood. Yeah, I think probably should do it like this. Stone and planks. And we should just tell it to empty this. And because we have new villagers arriving, we should get those 2 in there. And they can just try and work and empty this out. Which they should be able to do, I think. Although I'm not sure if they will actually empty it to this one. I don't know how that works. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Well, the tools are gone, so I guess they do. Because we're not building anything, so those tools should still be there. Yeah, she's emptying it. Perfect, because then we can get rid of it. So perhaps this is also the time to build a new lumber camp. Oh, it can be close to the warehouse. That's not really a problem. Should also get a new sawmill then. Now I know it is quite a bit of work to actually do all that. And just to make some room for buildings here. But I can tell you in the coming episodes it's really worth it to clear out this whole space. Make sure that there's no negative influences for residential. You can see it's already gone here where the stone cutter was. This being gone makes this whole area suitable for housing, which is really important. So I really like that. Alright, so the lumber camp is done. So we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to pause this, get them all out, and then assign them to this building. And now there we are. Promotions are available. Let's see. Now, here it is. We have serfs and we have commoners. And commoners is a higher level. And you can see that they also have new needs. They have need for clothing, an extra piece of food, and a stone house. Or at least a better house. And serfs just need a house and a church. Now, one of the things people make mistakes with, I think, is you just go promoting because we have a lot of money, so we'll promote everyone. But we don't have any clothes yet, we don't have any stone housing yet, and we don't have an extra source of food yet. So if we promote them all, and we won't be able to provide them with those needs quickly enough, they'll all get very mad. And they might just leave our town, which we don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote 2 of them. And that's it. Because that will unlock the new buildings we need, as you can see here. We'll go into that later. And now I will promote all these serfs, because they'll just be needing a house and a church, and we have plenty of room for that. And this means that they will bring in extra money, because they will also be happier. So let's promote them all, and that's enough promotions. We still have a little bit of money left, which is good. So now let's wait. Ah, there's the message that everything is unlocked for us. We can send the planks, which is also very nice. Now there's still a little bit of wood in the woodcutter, so as soon as they will get rid of that, should get rid of this girl anyway. And we should add her here because, well, with all those resources to be gathered, that's nice. Now let's see, all the houses will be promoted and they will be able to build new housing also. So that's not a problem. Should get rid of this extraction zone. Yep, they can all build housing here, no problem. And new villagers have arrived. I'm going to slow it down a bit to speed 2. We have 1 unemployed villager. And, Well, this warehouse is empty, so let's destroy that. So that's gone. Is empty yet? Yes, that's also gone. That gives us a better view of what we need. Let's put it in the sawmill because we're going to need a lot more planks. And then we can check what else we should be building. And one of the things the new villagers need is food and clothing. Now, if we go to the Splendor view, we can see we cannot unlock any of these because we don't have the Splendor for it. So as soon as we have that, we can try and unlock that, but that's not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is produce produce clothing, because for this, for the fish, extra fish, we need a new building. We can't build yet. So we're going to need a sheep farm, a weaver's hut, and a tailor's workshop. And if you look closely at the tailor's workshop, it says we need polished stone for that, and we're not producing any polished stone yet. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to get a stonemason's hut, and the stonemason will start producing polished stones out of regular stones. So I'm just going to build it there. There should be just one guy getting in there, so that's nice. And well, since there's quite a bit of building to be done, we can just easily wait and see what happens. We are making money, which is a good thing. Should keep an eye on the church, because we have 22 people and we can only hold 20 in the church. So we'll have to expand the church soon, but that's fine. Now let's see here. As you can see, all the forests are slowly going away. So one of the things we also need is a forester camp. That's the guy that will plant new forests. So let's see. Let's just squeeze it in right there. It doesn't really need a very nice spot. Just a normal spot. We will get one extra villager, which is nice. So I'm going to pause this one. Well, probably shouldn't pause it, I guess, because there's wood involved. Oh, we have plenty. Oh no, we don't have plenty of wood, so we need that. Now let's see. Planks are being made. We can already get out 2 guys, put them in here. Which would be nice. There's just 2 more wood in. There's no more wood, so let's pause production. Let's get the last one out as well. Put it in here. So now they will all switch to that building, and as soon as those planks are collected, we can destroy this one, which is nice. And here there are the first upgraded housing. They can now hold 6 people instead of 2. So that's nice. They can hold quite a few more people. Now they all have to be erected, of course, all those buildings, but once they're there, that's really good. And our new villagers should be arriving shortly, which we can turn into a stonemason to make those polished stones, and then we will start working on setting up a line for clothes. New villager arrived. Now we don't have the stonemason yet, but we can already just tell this guy to be a stonemason. There it is, and as soon as the stonemason is done, he will go there and start working, which is actually quite nice. Now Aaron is having a little problem finding the right thing to do. As soon as he's... yeah, there he's gone. Perfect. Let's delete the sawmill. And if we check now, you will be able to see there's no more red zone here, which is nice. So we can assign this area to be suitable for housing as well. As you can see, the builder's office is not really a problem. I'm going to point out this area to be suitable for construction as well. So, plenty of room for our houses now, which I think is important. And we can see already, if you hover your mouse over this number, that one villager has left the church too many times. He tried to go to church a few times and it was full. So we need to really expand the church anytime. So let's do so. Let's add it. Let's just add another core part, because, well, that'll just double the number of people that can go in. So let's start construction. They can immediately do that. That's not a problem. Now let's check here. Well, this one should be done. They're really busy building this one. So we need a forester soon as well. And we should set the area for reforestation. Now the area will be set just this blue zone. That will be the reforestation area. So all the trees that are cut down in this area will also be reforested. Just to make sure we have enough trees before the forester comes in and all the trees grow, I will also make this blue so they can also cut down those trees. We're making good money, which is important for all the buildings we are making. Stonemason is almost done. Perhaps in the future we need a few more builders as well, but that's the thing with this. Yeah, just one more guy coming in, so not really an issue. Now, the forester. What do you need to know about the forester? We have a new villager coming in. That will be the forester. But before the forester will do anything, we have already assigned it a zone. You can see that here. We have assigned it a zone. But you have to tell it what trees it can put in. Now, I don't really mind. I'm not looking for just one particular tree, so I'll just tell them all 4. And now he will plant all 4 different types of trees. If you don't tell it what tree to plant, it won't do anything. So that's just basically useless. So don't forget that. If you just want one type of tree, that's fine. You can see all the different types are here. I just like everything mixed up. So yeah, just go ahead and plant whatever you want. Now we'll just have to wait for the villager to arrive. Probably just walking somewhere. Ah, was walking in the trees there. There he or she comes. I think it's a he. Can't click it yet. Is it a he or a she? It is a he, and he looks like he will be a very nice forester. So, in anticipation of that, we'll get this open. Because I've sorted it by jobs. The new guy will always be down below. And we'll tell it to be a forester. There he goes. And we have a forester. Or at least, yeah, Martin. Martin the forester. A monk is approaching the village. That's nice. We'll see what he wants. Now, these polished stones are being produced, which means we need another warehouse. Because they have those kind of stuff also has to be put into a warehouse. So we'll build another warehouse. That's not a problem. And then, well, I promised we would focus on sheeps. Now, I think this is a good area for the sheeps. So let's build a sheep farm. We can just build it right there. That's not a problem. Start building. Once you have a sheep farm, you need a weaver's hut where the raw wool will be made into cloth. Right there. And once that's done, you need a tailor that will turn the cloth into common clothes. Now, all these type of goods also need a warehouse, so this warehouse can gather everything, which is really nice. I like that. Well, everything is being built. Our builders are quite busy, so probably takes a little while for everything to finish. A monk is requesting an audience. Let's go to our house. There he is. He wants tools. Now, tools are very expensive and we have to buy new ones. So I'm not really sure we should do that. Although I do like to being able to build a fisher hut. I think we're going to help the people and we'll just send them the tools straight away. And that should unlock... Oh, we don't have the splendor yet. Well, we will have that soon, I can tell you that. For now, we're going to do a little bit of, well, not really waiting. We can just watch everything being built. And then we need people to start operating those buildings. Then we can really continue. As you can see here, new trees are being planted, which is nice. Martin is working really hard. I like that. Warehouse is doing a decent job. Taking in all the resources. 2 people passed by, 1 decided to join, so 1 more will be in. And well, I think once this warehouse is done, I'll just get one of these guys out and put it in there. So we don't need too many because everything is really close by. So that saves up a person. And then of course we need at least 3 to operate all these 3 buildings. And well, I think we should be upgrading my house soon, because if you see, it gives us labor splendor points. So if I, for instance, add another core building, it will add 1.5 splendor, which is really good. So that's the thing I'm going to do. And we will also add another small building there, so we can have an extra bit of extra money in. Because now we are making decent money. So it could be that if this number runs up at some point we'll hit the limit and just money wasted. That's something we don't want. We still produce enough berries. You can see the number is holding quite stable. It was 70 a while ago, it's now 48, 40, 84, 83, so not going up too fast or too slow. So I'd say it's doing okay. We have a free villager. Where should we put him? Well, I'm not going to put it in the warehouse. Or am I? Yeah, I'm going to put it in the warehouse. And as soon as this one is done, I'll put 2 of them in here. They can also transport all these goods, so we need that. And I think we need the trader guy to be coming in to buy some tools. So perhaps we should just say 15, so we get enough tools when the trader comes by. Building complete. The warehouse is complete. So what we're going to do, get 2 people out, put them in here, Winona and Lauren, and tell this building to start collecting polished stone, wool, cloth, and common clothes. Now we're not producing them yet, but we will. So that's just nice that it's already assigned. And they can start working there. Our church is done, which is good. So, starting to look like a big church now. And it can now hold up to 40 people. So no people will be complaining they can't go to church. See, they have been complaining, but the number's going down. 4.37 and running lower, so that's good. That'll make everyone happier. Now, of course, these things cost extra money. And we're trading for tools, which costs us money, but I think everything looks good. So as soon as new people start coming in, this production line gets running, we can really make extra money with the clothes. Of course, the last thing we need is a point to sell our clothes. So I'll go to my market, I'll edit it, add in a goods stall, because that's where you can sell off your regular goods, like clothes for instance. Oh, we can just put it in right here. I think that looks nice. Let's start construction and they will start building it there. Perfect. This one is really close to being finished, just needs a little bit more wood. No people stopping by and we have no money, so we can't promote anyone. Well, that's fine for now. Don't really need to put in all the promotions all the time, because you need to be able to fulfill all their needs. So skip a few promotions every now and then, that's no big deal. Could actually be very smart. Well, I think since we have enough planks, I'm going to pause this one a second, because that will bring in some extra wood from our woodcutter, so we can finish all these buildings. Ah, the trader stopped by, so we have plenty of tools now. Which is really good, because we need quite a few tools. Polished stone, stone, tools, planks. Oh, we have plenty of planks. Ah, this one is done. Perfect. All we need now is someone to put in there, so it can work as a sheep farmer. A house is upgrading. We're going to look into that soon. We're going to give it 4 sheep already. They will grow, as you can see. 2 small sheep, they will grow bigger and grow wool. And then, of course, when the herder comes in, we will shave the sheep. Nice. I thought one guy was coming in, but apparently I'm wrong. So we'll have to wait for the sheep herder to come in. Would be really nice. Well, they have all the stone and tools, just the planks now. Does this building need a lot of wood? No. Going to get production going again, because most wood we needed is already there. And of course these guys always need wood to upgrade their house. As you can see, the berries number was 70 when we started, then it hit 84 and now it's 71 again. So it's getting slowly lower and lower. We have to keep an eye on that. And perhaps soon get this little gathering hut running as well. Put in people there, if people pass by of course. And then we can really produce enough food for everyone. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. Now these buildings are also being built. As you can see, the sheeps are all woolly now, which looks kind of funny. Still need someone tending them, but, well, not there yet. Well, these buildings have everything they need. They just need to be finished. This looks very good. Nicely hidden in the trees. Of course, I still want this area to be cleared of trees, but we'll do that in the future. I'll just assign a few woodcutters just this area. The tailor's workshop is done. That's nice. Still don't have people to operate it, but they'll come in handy. I think we should prioritize this, because if it upgrades, it will make people happier. We need plenty of housing, because people are getting mad that they don't have a house. You can see the number for the church is still going lower and lower, but the number for the housing is stable, so that's still an issue. And we want everyone as happy as can be, of course. Yes, there's a new villager coming in. That's very nice. Let's speed it up again a little bit. Speed 3. The weaver's hut's also done, so we can set up the whole production line now if we want to. We can have 1 sheep herder, 2 weavers, and 1 tailor. Perfect. Ah, they are building the house now. That looks very good. Oh, we have 25 people in our village. I kinda like it. One new villager arrived in the village. Well, we should make it a sheep herder. So there he goes, Wallibald. Oh, this is a nice looking house. This is for the 2 people that we promoted. They are living in that right now. All the others don't have the need for that, but this is good because, well, we fulfilled the need of the housing, and you can see that number's also going down now. No, it's not. Oh, because 6 people were living in it and now only 2. So we really need these new houses to be completed. So let's see if they can. Gonna pause this one again. I guess we also need an extra woodcutter. Or a lumber camp with a few woodcutters, but, well, we don't have the people for it. That really differs every game. Sometimes you get like 1 people joining, 1 people joining, 1 people joining. I have had also games where constantly 2 people were passing by and 2 were joining, and in no time I had 40 villagers. And I think it's a bit of a random thing, so it's just there's a chance you get 1, there's a chance you get 2 people passing by, and then there's a chance, which is influenced by happiness, of either 2 joining, 1 joining, or no people joining. So sometimes you just have a game where you get 1 people joining, 1 people joining all the time. So it's just go a bit slow. I don't really mind because it's fun and I like the graphics, I like the way it looks. So we can just have fun looking at everything. But yeah, there we are, 2 people joining in now. So we can really get this production line going. But yeah, I would like to see that sometimes it goes a bit faster. But yeah, it's fine by now. I mean, look at this, just 1 big production area. Some guy planting trees, other guy chopping them down, making planks from it. All these piles of goods, I like it. And we are already getting enough wool in, so that's good. There are a few people coming, probably the trader and 2 people. Yep, last one is the trader. Here they are. I'm gonna unpause that again because, well, we will be needing the planks. Now we can assign a tailor and a weaver, and that line is set now. All we need now is a market tender after the market is done. Ooh, our Lord Manor is done, and we have a new tier of buildings. So this one is completed. We can assign this new functions. I will make this the bailiff's office, and I will go into that in the next episode. And this the treasury, so we can hold more money. We can unlock new buildings, as you can see. We will unlock the fisher's hut, the hatch, and the sculpture maker. We can also unlock the rustic church additional parts. Just means that you have extra parts right here now to expand the church with. We'll do that later. For now, I'm going to pause the game because this is it for this episode. Now, it doesn't really look like we did much. We still have those 2 starting zones, or the one we started with and the extra one. But we got a new stone house, we got a few extra houses. We completely moved all the industry away from the city center. So all these areas are now likable, so everyone wants to live there. So we actually did quite a bit with the few people we have. So hopefully in the next episode we can get quite a ton of people coming in and get more production lines going, get fishing going, get grain going so we can bake bread. And well, I hope to see you in that episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye.